family-owned livestock marketing center in Burke, South Dakota. We are located in south central part of the state. Cattle sales are held weekly on Saturdays, with approximately 65,000 of south central South Dakota and north central Nebraska's finest feeder and breeding cattle marketed annually. Mark your calendar for our September 21st fall calf and yearling sale. Sale starts at 9:30 with lunch to start at 11. Burke Livestock is a proud supporter of state amateur baseball.
When it comes to sports bars, the Sports Center in Larchwood, Iowa has put themselves above the rest. They open bright and early, 7 a.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. on weekends, so you can start your day off right with them. And speaking of starting your day off right, they have daily food specials that will have your taste buds jumping for joy. The best flatbread pizza in the area, top-notch burgers, and don't worry, they have the best salads as well. The Sports Center in Larchwood. If you haven't tried it yet, put it down as your next destination.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What started out to be a small community celebration has grown into an attraction that draws literally thousands of people each year. Mark your calendars for June 19th, 20th, and 21st, 2025 for the 75th Annual Tabor Check Days in Tabor, South Dakota. Check food, check music, and check hospitality await you in Tabor. Check Days is sponsored by the Tabor Chamber of Commerce and proudly supports the Tabor Bluebirds and Bonhomme High School athletics.
Sun Gold Sports is proud to call Mitchell and Huron home. With over 50 years of experience, we are here for all of your printing needs. Whether it's for your business, school, or personal, we are your one-stop custom shop. Screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, banners, trophies, awards, and so much more. Give Steph a call at 605-770-6829. Sun Gold Sports of Huron and Mitchell. We print t-shirts.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Prairie Valley Farm Charolais is located in Platte. Since 1980, David has worked with his father, family, and hired men to provide bulls with the best health, management, selection, and genetics to produce a quality product to meet the customer's needs. Mark your calendar for their annual bull sale on the second Saturday of April. Check out their website at pvfcharolais.com or give David Mason a call for more information. Prairie Valley Farm Charolais is a proud supporter of all Black Panther school activities. Remember, U.S. beef, it's what's for dinner. Located in the heart of Mitchell, Blarney's is your one stop for mouth-watering food, refreshing drinks, and your latest sports action. Fans, it's state amateur baseball time, and Blarney's is your pre- and post-game destination. Whether you're finishing up the early game and need a spot to eat for lunch, or celebrating a late-night victory, stop in at Blarney's and keep the party going with cold, refreshing drinks. Blarney's Sports Bar and Grill, a proud supporter of the state amateur baseball tournament.
From your innovative attachment solutions provider for over 40 years, MDS Manufacturing. One of a kind, revolutionary, game-changing. MDS doesn't make the loader, MDS makes the loader better.
As the weather warms up, so does our time outside. If you've been putting off your next home project, then Elite Renovations in Platte and Mitchell is ready to help. If you're looking to upgrade or update your roof, siding, Windows, doors, and decking, they've got you covered. Interior trim, flooring, cabinets, tile, or drywall, they got the crews. Book a free consultation to discuss your options. Visit their website at elitereno-sd.com to get started with your summer project.
The One Stop in Redfield is a friendly, family-owned business. We carry hot stuff, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Before you take a trip, or if you're just out and about, stop by and fuel up with Sinclair gasoline from E30 to E85. Use your Dino app for extra savings and your Pump and Save card for free stuff. Don't forget to visit the automatic car wash for that spotless shine. One Stop in Redfield is a proud supporter of all school sports and activities.
Triatel is a telecommunications company that serves over 10 small communities.
And just because you live in a small community doesn't mean that you can't get good service.
For me, it's really important to be able to work remotely here in the country.
If you live in the Triatel service area and you're looking for a good, reliable, high-speed internet connection, we've served our members for 65 years and we're going to be serving you long into the future.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
A better you starts closer to home, with people who understand your way of life and belong to your community. Primary care providers at Horizon Health know you and know how to help you stay well. We're here to keep you healthy and care for you through every stage of life, so you can keep doing what you love and make every day a better one. Schedule an appointment at horizonhealthcare.org.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
It might be time for you to strongly consider leasing bulls from Jorgensen Land and Cattle. Here's Cody.
Well, it's a really good option to acquire some excellent genetics for affordable price. It's become really popular. When you first hear about lease bulls, sometimes it may frighten a person. So this is a different ballgame. You know, there's a genetic program behind these bulls. These are bulls that have a genetic program and really are designed genetically to very nice calves.
Call 1-800-548-BULL.
At Lesterville Feed and Grain, they pride themselves on offering top-notch products at competitive prices. Whether you're looking for feed for your livestock or grains for your crops, they have you covered. And with their market bids, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best deal possible. But it's not just about the products, it's about the service. Their knowledgeable staff is there to help answer any questions you may have and provide expert advice to help you succeed in your farming endeavors.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Dr. Kelly Tobin and staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect, so you get everything you need right here in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
The heart of farming season is coming up, and Caton International is your HIH dealer in Crofton, Nebraska. Caton International offers top-notch parts and service to keep your equipment running smoothly all season long. Their team of experts is there to help with any maintenance or repairs you may need, so you can focus on what you do best, farming. And don't forget to check out their website for the latest deals and promotions. Whether you're in the market for a new piece of equipment or just need some replacement parts, Caton International has you covered.
We travel in packs. Fearless first-timers and go-getters. Sightseers and mudslingers. Trail conquerors and adrenaline junkies. We believe great rides deserve great company. And wherever the ride takes us, there's always room for one more.
Experience the enduring legacy of Castlewood Farms Elevator, a farmer-owned cooperative that has served the ag community for more than a century. Dedicated to enhancing efficiency and offering superior services, they provide a comprehensive range of crop nutrition, protection products, commercial fertilizer, and livestock feed. Visit CastlewoodElevator.com or give them a call today. Your ultimate destination for agriculture needs is Castlewood Farmers Elevator.
Discover a piece of Americana at Cohn's Corner, a renowned 1920s rural gas station turned firearm haven in the upper Midwest. Since 2004, their updated store has preserved nostalgia with gas pumps and snacks for travelers alongside a selection of 2,500 firearms. Purchase in-store or through Charlie for global delivery. They buy single guns, entire collections, and offer trades. Whether you're a collector or looking to sell, they've got you covered. Cohn's Corner, proud sponsor of Castlewood Youth Athletics and Events.
At Heartland State Bank, our customers are at the center of everything we do. Heartland State Bank is a family-owned community bank and here for you. We have an experienced lending staff for fast, local decisions. Heartland State Bank offers competitive rates and is proud to provide uptown services with a hometown touch. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we aspire to support the communities we live and work in. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
It may seem like the smallest town in South Dakota, so how could it have everything you need when you may find yourself in the middle of nowhere? But at Canova Service Center, whatever you may need in the middle of nowhere, that's where they are. Fencing, lumberyard, hardware, oil changes, tire sales, and repair. Rental equipment, feed bunks, cattle shelters, convenience store, and more. So no, you're not in the middle of nowhere. It's the Canova Service Center.
We're your local one-stop shop. This is Angela, owner and operator of Amcoda Farm and Home Center. From the DIYers, fixer-uppers, to contractors, we have what you need to get the job done. Building supplies, Valspar paint, and tools, Crystal X tubs, fencing supplies, and bog boots for your farm needs. We know how busy life can get. We offer delivery to make your life easier. Amcoda Farm and Home Center on Dakota Avenue in Wessington Springs. Big city value.
If you love being outside, solving problems, and working with your hands, apply now at James Valley Landscape Solutions. James Valley offers on-the-job training in all aspects of the green industry, with modern equipment and technology and competitive pay. Benefits include overtime pay, healthcare, dental, vision, and more. Apply now at jamesvalleylandscape.com or in person at 600 West Spruce in Mitchell.
Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator is a proud supporter of the Mount Vernon Mustangs at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator has been servicing the Mount Vernon area for over 75 years. See them for your agronomy and feed needs, no matter the farming season. They will take care of all your grain handling needs as well. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator would like to wish the Mustangs and all the teams best of luck at the state tournament.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Each family's needs are different and special. Will Funeral Chapel will listen with sensitivity, answer all questions, and respect your choices. The Will Funeral Chapel staff can assist you in planning and coordinating all the details. They will explain all the different options to make you feel at ease and most comfortable with all the decisions. Find out more by visiting their website at willfuneralchapel.com. Their sincerest hope is that you and your family will be comforted by their efforts.
Are you in need of high-quality lumber for your next project? Looking for top-notch agronomy services to keep your crops thriving? Need a reliable source of propane and fuel for your home or business? Look no further than Tabor Lumber Co-op. Whether you're a seasoned contractor or a DIY enthusiast, Tabor Lumber Co-op has everything you need to get the job done right. And with their competitive prices and top-notch customer service, you'll be glad you chose Tabor Lumber Co-op for all your lumber, propane, and agronomy services.
It's the final game here at Cadwell Park in the first round of the State B Amateur Baseball Tournament here on Live Ticket TV. It features Corsica taking on Garretson. Yes, that's right. Game number 1 of the afternoon session is in, and what has been now officially the highest scoring game of this tournament, seeing 23 runs. And a victory for the Four Corners, winning 13-10 over the Crofton Blue Jays. Again, getting set for this second game. Scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. Of course, going to start here in about the next 5 to 10 minutes. Other games coming up yet today. Wessington Springs will take on Larchwood, set for 5:30 in the evening session. And also Dimmock Emery will take on Castlewood coming up after the conclusion of that game. It's all the first round games, I should say the second round games. The first games of that round of 16 determine who can make it into the final 8 spots. Corsica versus Garretson. Taking a look so far at this tournament, we just mentioned Wessington Springs and Larchwood, Dimmock Emery and Castlewood. Other teams that have punched their ticket on to the round of 16, the Hartford Humboldt Wood Ducks beat Menno 4-2, and also Elk Point beat the only undefeated team here, Redfield Dairy Queen, in action back on Thursday evening, 7-1. On Friday throughout the day, Alexandria, they punched their ticket, beating Flandreau in the first round. Also, Platte got a 1-0 victory over the Del Rapids Mudcats. Canova, defending their state title, defeated Lesterville 11-0. And also Friday evening to wrap out the day, White Lake beat Northville 7-1. Yesterday in action, Del Rapids PBR got past Elkton 5-3. Also, Millbank, the Fire Chiefs, beat the Hartford Humboldt Gamecocks 5-2. And then last night in action, we saw Mount Vernon just get by Salem 4-3, and Winter Cologne defeated Chamberlain 8-0. As we just mentioned, Four Corners beat Crofton 13-10. And those are your 15 teams that have made it on to the round of 16. Along with Reagan Weber, Spencer Bewley, our producer, Morgan, our camera gal, if you will. We're set and ready to go for this final game in the first round. Before we get to the first pitch, let's take a look at the two teams and how they got here. First up, the Corsica Horned Frogs and how they got into this state tournament. Again, coming in with a record overall of 7-11. Coming out of the District 5, the Sunshine League, representative number 3. They lost to Platte in the first round 13-3 and then had some work to do, and they certainly put together, defeating Parkston Mudcats 4-2. And then in a close one, back and forth, beating Dimmock Emery 11-9 to qualify here to this state tournament. On the opposite side, the Garretson Blue Jays able to get here with a record of 11-9. They come from the State Line League. They defeated Lennox Chancellor Worthington before losing to Larchwood to officially qualify here in the State Line, again as representative number 1 for the Garretson Blue Jays. All right, let's meet our lineups for both Corsica and Garretson. We'll begin with Corsica, the team in orange, if you will, the Horned Frogs. Their starting lineup will be these number 9 guys, including the one on the bump as well at the bottom. Number 7, Blake Moki gets the start on the bump today. Otherwise, in batting order will be number 20, Ryan Buck, and he'll be the DH. Batting second, number 2, Luke Bamberg, the second baseman. Batting third, number 32, Aaron Gronweg, the first baseman. Batting fourth, number 4, Brady Christoffels, the catcher. Batting fifth, number 21, Caleb Chris, the shortstop. Batting sixth, number 1, Kiefer Johnson, the right fielder. Batting seventh, number 17, Nathan Blum, the third baseman. Batting eighth, number 14, Brendan Wentland, the left fielder. And batting ninth, number 12, Logan Baker, the center fielder. As I mentioned, Moki gets the start on the bump today for the Horned Frogs. For the Garretson Blue Jays, it's another Blue Jay team. As we just saw one lose, Garretson is trying to find the win. Their starting lineup will include number 9, batting first, Tyson Swadek, the left fielder. Batting second, wearing number 6, Robin Shoup, the shortstop. Batting third, number 13, Dustin Steckler, the third baseman. Batting fourth, number 3, Nick Bonte, the second baseman. Batting fifth, number 22, Trey Buckenberg, the first baseman. Batting sixth, number 24, Austin Van Hove, the DH. Batting seventh, number 19, Scott Splelt, the center fielder. Batting eighth, number 2, Jesse Brockhouse, the right fielder. And finally, batting ninth, number 21, Braden Bonte, the catcher. And starting on the bump today for the Garretson Blue Jays will be Aaron Labrie, the pitcher for Garretson. Our starting lineup is brought to you by Shields. They carry world-class brands and back every product they carry with their Shields guarantee. You can feel confident knowing you're purchasing the same footwear, apparel, and gear professionals rely on. Let's get to my broadcast partner, Reagan Weber. Reagan, we are seeing some rain. It's still a slight sprinkle out there on and off that we're going to see here in the second game of the day. How much does weather play a factor in this matchup between Garretson and Corsica?
It's going to play a pretty big factor. You know, like you said, the rain's going to be on and off. That's going to play a big factor of how slippery the ball's going to get, switching out balls every so often, doing the wetness. There better be a rosin bag out there for sure for that extra grip and that powder for you on the pitcher's hands.
Blake Moki comes into this one 1-3 overall for the Corsica Horned Frogs when it comes to pitching. Labrie on the opposite side for the Garretson Blue Jays comes in with a record, there he is, 0-0. Has not got an official win or loss, if you will, for the Garretson Blue Jays. So we'll see how his performance is today. Now, not a whole lot of information always comes from the state line, so it could just be some missing information as well. But again, we are set and ready to go. On this cloudy, overcast day, we have seen rain throughout. This game getting started much later than expected. Now, they always schedule them for 1 o'clock or 2 hours apart from the game. Never happens that way, but we saw 23 runs and 26 hits in the first game of the day between Four Corners and the Crofton Blue Jays. We're going to step aside for a quick moment. When we come back, it's first pitch between Corsica and Garretson. That is on the way next here on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour are your 100% locally owned team of agronomy experts. We offer Agronomy 365, which provides info in real time to make decisions that result in better, more profitable farming. We know you and your operation with service beyond compare. Get a jump on spring planning with Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour. We are ag done right, the American way.
Back at Cadwell Park as we get you set for first pitch between Corsica and Garretson. It's the final game of the round of 32, if you will. 16 games are going to be finished. We'll be on to the second round of the 92nd Annual State Amateur Tournament. Again, this one, Corsica and Garretson. Later on this evening, we'll have two more games in store for you, including Wessington Springs and Larchwood. We saw Wessington Springs outlast Akron 10-7, and also Larchwood was able to defeat Burke 18-3. And then come up later on tonight in the late evening game, Castlewood and Dimmick Emery. Dimmick Emery, always a powerhouse team here at the State Amateur Tournament, and Castlewood, a first-round upset of the Tabor Bluebirds from the South Central League. So going to be a good matchup for that final game. Reagan, before we get to our first pitch between Corsica and Garretson, any final thoughts before we get to this one?
It's great to see that Luke Bamberg coming back from injury. I know he pulled muscle in his leg, helping out since he's the head basketball coach for Corsica. He had an injury during an open gym, so didn't play at all during the district tournament, but it's good to see that big bat back in this lineup for Corsica. You know, you look at it, the 2 and 3 hitters, then Bamberg followed by Groneweg. I always call it the two dangerous hitters that you never want to pitch to as a pitcher.
Looking at their numbers as well and what they've been able to produce, you talk about, Corsica. You don't see it too often anymore, but with that DH getting the spot with Ryan Buck, he comes in batting a .349, so a really big bat to get things started. And that can really ruin the confidence of a pitcher for Garretson or just in any team general if you get those first couple batters aboard.
That's right. You know, once you get momentum going, and it's kind of hard as a pitcher to slow down momentum from a good hitting team, especially out of a tough conference in this South Dakota Amateur Baseball Association. So it's going to be hard for this Garretson team to kind of slow down this momentum, if any, once Corsica gets it rolling.
And by the way, as we take a look at these two teams, we always like to mention as well the different colored jerseys. We're really not going to see anything as both teams will take one pickup player, as they've used all the release players, so they're allowed the one pickup player for Corsica. They got Jake from Parkston and also Camden from Lennox Chancellor Worthing will be playing for Garretson. So again, only one pickup player for either team, and right now neither one are going to be using them at this time. They're going to play just straight baseball, if you will. We've seen, of course, it's always an interesting question or kind of comment to be made whether you pick up players and then use them. We saw the Four Corners just a little bit ago not go in that route, whereas the Crofton Blue Jays on the opposite side put their whole entire outfield basically, besides Seth Wiebelhaus, out in center with pickup players. So always kind of interesting to see what teams will like to do. And Reagan, it's kind of one of those weird ones too. It's like, should you play them or do you just rely on the guys that got you to state to just go out there and get it done?
That's the one thing that I kind of is the bad part about the pickup player system, and I really don't like it. You know, you worked all season long to get your team here to the state tournament, and you pick up a player, and it's good that it helps out the team, but realistically, it's probably not the best choice to put that pickup player in right away because you want to stay with that team and you want to keep your team happy and they'll have all your guys come back for next year and rather than make one or two guys mad.
2:27, first pitch comes in, and we are underway for game number 2 of our Sunday 4 games here. As again, we have seen some rain through the area. Right now, no rain. The sand is wet, not only from the rain, but also watering it in between games, as this pitch is outside, and 1-1 is the count. Set on the bump. Fires it in. This one is going to be popped up in the air, giving chase to it, and it's going to be the first baseman that will make the catch for Garretson there, Trey Buckenberg, to catch it for out number 1. As Buck popped it up, just fair. It looked like it was going to fall, but great defensive play there for Garretson. Again, Aaron Labrie, the pitcher, getting the start on the bump for Garretson in the program here. Officially 0 for 0 was what they have him of record, but again, some stats are missing from teams when it comes to pitching and batting. His first pitch, called strike. Always like to talk about these umps too, and always call it, and then sometimes it's a late signal, whether it's a ball or a strike. This one, the 0-1 by Bamberg, is going to be put on the ground, and a great job by Bonte, the second baseman. Throw over to first, and there's 2 up and 2 down quickly for Corsica. Aaron Gruneweg will now step up, the first baseman. So a quick start so far for Aaron Labrie, the pitcher, putting balls into play for his defense and done some nice jobs of getting the 2 quick outs.
Yeah, that's going to help out a pitcher a lot. If he keeps the pitch count low and the defense is making plays, that's what's going to help the pitcher out a lot and keep that morale and that momentum going for defensively wise for both these teams.
Grunewald batting a .291 on the season. As quickly he's down in the count 0-2. Took a step out of the batter's box, and now will dig in. The twinkle toes moving. Sees this one, hits the netting, and will fall back down just at the edge of the net there. Fans here, Cantwell Park, have to keep their head on a swivel. I know everybody else back home can't see the edge of the netting. The 0-2, do it again. This one, another ground ball. It will go foul. Took a couple hops there in fair territory before it finally drifted foul. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Should say today at Cadwell Park.
A lot of them kind of underneath the awning after the rain started, so a little bit closer up towards us.
Yeah, I think this is the most people I've seen packed underneath the awning. Everyone in tight, if you will, underneath the awning. So taking our time before Grunewald will step back into the batter's box. He did run it out. Finally comes back and now set and ready to go. The 0-2, this one's going to be lifted out into right center field. Spleet is giving a chase and will catch it for out number 3. So it's 1-2-3 in order for Corsica, and it'll be Tyson Swark to lead things off when we come back in 90 seconds here on Live Ticket TV.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
C&B is proud to support our local farmers. Rooted in agriculture, we are committed to our customers. You can shop local with C&B, your John Deere dealer, providing you with new and used equipment, parts on hand, and service all year round. Our entire inventory is available to you online at DeereEquipment.com. C&B, proud to be your local John Deere dealer.
Live Ticket TV continues to grow and bring you more sports coverage than ever before. And now, Live Ticket TV is happy to announce their partnership into college athletics with Dakota Wesleyan University. That's right, Tiger Nation. Live Ticket TV and DWU have teamed up to bring you coverage of all home sporting activities for the Tigers. If you'd like to advertise during these sporting events, give Live Ticket TV a call. Dakota Wesleyan University Sports, now on Live Ticket TV. To the bottom of the first we go with a fly that moves around the camera. Had some flies up here in the press box throughout the past few days. This bottom of the first is brought to you by Bank West. Whether you're buying a new home, building your dream home, updating your current home, or reworking your finances, their experienced mortgage team is here for every step of the way at Bank West all across the state of South Dakota. Final warm-up pitches. Reagan, what should we expect from Blake Moke, who gets the start today for the Horned Frogs?
Blake Moke is kind of a a good pitcher that brings some velocity. Sometimes he'll turn up the heat a little bit once in a while, but he doesn't have a lot of pitches to work with, so he's going to mix them up a little bit of junk, a little bit of heat, a little different, a lot of pitches. But Mulkey, overall, a great pitcher, and I would say probably one of the top 5 best pitchers in the Sunshine League.
Comes in 1-3 overall for his stats, but good man to start on the bump and experienced here at the state tournament as well. Now Corsica has been off. They did not make the state tournament last year. But they're back once again as we're set and ready to go again. Tyson Swadek, the leadoff batter for the Garretson Blue Jays, and we're underway. Got to make sure to call them the Blue Jays as well, as the other blue is on my mind right now. As Garretson School goes by the Blue Dragons.
Blue Dragons or Blue Jays?
Keep everything blue at least. The 2-0, this one. Inside, quickly count 3-0. Not like Brookings where you see SDSU's blue and then the Brookings Bobcats in red. The 3-0 dishes, and this one in for a called strike. 3-1 the count. So 3-1 the count. We can see Swadek, Shoot, and Steckler all due up in this inning. This one a ground ball over to Christ. Runs up on it, throws to first in time for out number 1. So 4 up and 4 down, if you will, dating back to the top of the first inning. As these pitchers are putting balls into play and getting it done via the defense. As now Robin Shoot will step up to bat. Robin, a .455 hitter is what they have him down. So a big barrel that he has. First one, curve in there for a strike.
Looks like outfield's playing about middle depth, which is, that's the first time through the batting order. You don't know if these guys are big hitters or small hitters, so a good way to play middle depth and then adjust on the second time through the order.
On the breaking ball, swing and a miss, and now the count 0-2. Mookie sets. And this one, ground ball right back to the shortstop, Christ again. Throw over to first again. And once again, it's the 6-3 putout for out number 2. As you see out in center field, how are we going to shade ourselves? This time Baker plays a little bit different than we see a lot of other guys, as he's more leaned out to the right side, if you will, than the left side. And again, you can kind of see it there in that camera angle. If you see it just past the 4 mark in the dark grass, it looks a little light there. You'll notice that's where a lot of guys stand. How about this? Can it be 1, 2, 3 in order? And no, it's going to be an error, as Chris took it on a bad hop and then throws the ball over to first. Check it back here on the instant replay. Just bounced and then dropped it. And then throwing over to first, it was well off target. And then no tag ever there. Able to put the foot back in, Dustin Steckler. So Garretson gets a runner aboard through an error with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Nick Bonte will step up to bat. It's this first pitch, just outside for a ball, 1-0.
Steckler was taking a different route. Most guys, when the first baseman comes off the bag and tries to go for a tag, they all slide. Steckler kind of moving his momentum to the outside line of that first base line.
And this one, a shot out into left field. Wentland has no play on it. It will fall 5 feet in front of him. And now runners on first and second. It's also the first hit of the ball game that we see for either team. Again, runners on first and second for the Garretson Blue Jays. As now Trey Buckenberg will step up to bat for the Blue Jays. When it comes to Trey on the season, batting a 600, if you will. Again, we will say this much, unofficially, if you will, because some numbers do get a little off in the state line. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. This one a swing and a miss. You may think with all the technology we have nowadays that all the teams would just use a simple game changer to keep track, and it doesn't necessarily happen.
Sometimes it's better to kind of keep a book as a secondary. That way, in case, if game changers are working, you still got your book down.
Yep. good old-fashioned book, a lot of guys will still use today. Don't use a book. I guess I just use the simple technology.
I know when I do a PA announcer for the Parks and Mudcats, every once in a while I still do the old-fashioned book to keep track and try to do my best Joe Van Gore impression.
1-2, this one deep back to left. It's going to be off the wall. It will score 1, and it's going to score 2 on the stand-up double. The Garretson Blue Jays lead it over Corsica Horned Frogs 2-0, as that one was back to about 350. And most ballparks, that's a home run, but that one fell just short off the wall. We've already seen one grand slam today, kind of in the same exact area, if you will. But this one doesn't quite get the distance as the rain picks up a little bit more here at Cadwell Park. This pitch in for a called strike. As now up to bat, it's Austin Van Hove. But, Reagan, we've also seen this 2 quick outs, all of a sudden 2 runs from Garretson.
And we kind of seen this common theme in the first inning for a couple teams. You know, they can get the first 2 outs, but then it kind of takes a while for them to get that last and final out.
So now the runner on second, 2 runs have scored with 2 outs. This one fouled off, and a kid is going to make a great catch just before it went over the fence up here in the bleachers, and the fans up here, I'll give them a round of applause. They're impressed with that catch right there.
He's working on his home run robberies up here in the top right corner of the grandstand.
The 0-2, this one fired in, and it's low, 1-2 the count. Moki up to 19 pitches so far here in the ball game. Bottom of the first. 1-2. This one low. It's going to get away there almost for a moment, but Brady, the catcher, stays in front of it. And they'll reset. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. 2-0, Garretson leads it over Corsica. The 2-2, this one over to third, glove, throw to first, and there is the third out. But the Garretson Blue Jays are able to strike with 2 outs, putting up 2 runs, and they lead it by that margin as we head to the top of the second. That comes up in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
B&S Services LLC is your locally owned repair service center. We specialize in full-service automotive, semi-trailer, and small engine repair, along with tire services. Repair services range from a simple oil change to sharpening mower blades to a more complicated electrical diagnosis. Located at 38058 South Coda Highway 34, look for us on the hill heading west out of town. Phone Cody Barber 605-350-4293 and Arian Schooler 605-770-9398. B&S Services LLC is a proud sponsor of Wessington Springs Spartans Athletic.
The top of the second is brought to you by Sun Gold Sports. They have 3 different processes in which they can provide custom clothing, screen printing, embroidery, and vinyl printing. Contact them for your t-shirt needs. Corsica went 1, 2, 3 in order in the top of the first inning, so it'll be Brady Christoffels that will step up to bat first. Caleb Christ and also Kiefer Johnson all due up here in this top of the second inning. His first pitch is outside. Nice performance by Aaron Labrie, putting the ball into play, if you will, and getting the defense, moving some action, able to get the 3 outs. As so far, really haven't seen the strikeouts here in this ball game, and sometimes that's what you see in the state amateur tournament. It's more about the defense than a lot of the strikeouts from a pitcher. This one reached off. Brady fouls it off, and the count is 2-1. 2-1 the count. Fires this one in. And this one is going to be hit out into right field, and this one falls in for a base hit, and then a bad angle there by the right fielder as Jesse Brockenhouse missed it, and it's going to be a stand-up triple. Wow. So again, Jesse Brockenhouse just took a wrong angle, saw that one bounce out in front of him, and then missed grabbing it on the hop. And now the leadoff batter is on third base as we'll get a courtesy runner in.
Yeah, it looks like our courtesy runner will be number 34, Kyle Menning.
So now up to bat for Corsica will be Caleb Chris. Good response here from Corsica after allowing 2 runs in the bottom of the first, looking to bounce back right away. This one's swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Seeing the last team, Crofton Blue Jays, Lee Hymas, leaving the building. So he was sitting with some fans in the bleachers, enjoying a cold beverage.
Yeah, I think I know he likes to bring his kids to all these games too, because I remember when we played him in Parkston with the Devil Rays, he brought his kids along, and his kid, a big family guy, and even got to talk to him a little bit about it. And he says that's his number one priority, and which it's a good thing, is family.
Yep. This one's swing and a miss, and it's a strikeout as Chris goes down. Swinging here for out number 1, and Labrie gets his first strikeout of the ball game. Again, been more just putting the ball into play, has given up that one hit that has been a triple, and now trying to bounce back. So far, by the way, Aaron Labrie, 16 pitches, 13 in the strike zone. So he's finding the zone very, very nicely in the ball game. So now up to bat will be Kiefer Johnson, the right fielder for the Horned Frogs. His first pitch in there for a called strike. Horned Frogs on Twitter gave me a shout out the other night. Said if there's best team name when it comes to the state tournament, it has to belong to the Horned Frogs. I love the nickname.
I would have to agree with you. I mean, you look at a lot of the team names, there's some good ones, like another Sunshine League good one would be the Killer Tomatoes. I mean,
sure. Yep, a lot of people love Platt's nickname. I think there's my 1, 2, 3. I said Horned Frogs 1. This one's swing and a miss. And that will be strikeout number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Corsica after a leadoff triple. Labrie can really get himself out of this inning. As mentioned, Horned Frogs 1. I've always been a big fan of the nickname The Gang as well for Canova. There was honorable mention, the Akron Rebels. If I ever had $1 billion to spend on a sports team or create a sports team, I'd nickname them the Rebels. I like the name. So now, up to bat here, Nathan Blum, the third baseman. As now Labrie is taking a moment. He looks like he's doing something with his cleats, trying to get some mud out of it. As the cleats have gathered enough dirt and start to clump up into mud, as that's what he's cleaning off right now. Finally does so. And ready to reset on the bump here. It's all real at Cadwell Park. There's nothing artificial, no turf, if you will, about it, like we see over at Drake Field, where it's the complete opposite. All real here, and it's all artificial at Drake Field. Be over at Drake Field coming up next weekend for a few games for the Class A side before the Class A finishes their championship game before the State B1. Is that coming up a week from today? Crazy to think about, but yeah, in a week we'll be calling some state title games for Class A and Class B. 15 teams have already advanced on, including Four Corners defeated Crofton in game number 1 of the day. And this one in for a called strike after the clean from Labrie. Labrie, 2 strikeouts here to get both outs. And again, we saw 23 runs in that last game and extended way past the time of when we're scheduled to start, but never going to start at 1 o'clock anyways. The 3-2. This one popped up in the air. It's going to be foul. As the rain continues to fall, it will hit off the net, take a big bounce, and head across the street. To some more baseball diamonds all across Cadwell Park and softball diamonds as well, as DWU has both their baseball and softball facility here. Ground ball picked up, throw over to first, and it's low, and it's going to get by on the error. So an error by the shortstop, and Corsica will bring in a run as Menning will come in to score for the Horned Frogs, and it's 2-1. The error on the shortstop there, Robin Shoup. So 2-1 now in the ball game. Reagan, we've talked about it multiple times. It seems like it's impossible to get that third out sometimes for teams.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it's the difficulty, sometimes the challenge, sometimes it just comes to you naturally. But, it's all part of baseball. It's how it's going to go. And like I always say, baseball's a tricky thing, and you never know what's going to happen.
So Blum reaches to first through an error. And now it would be Wentland, the left fielder, who will step up and fouls this first one off into the netting. 0-1 the count. Again, it was 1-2-3 in order for Corsica to start the ball game, but they have made a nice little movement offensively here in the top of the second. The 0-1 kicks and fires, and this one outside for ball 1-1. Labrie now up to 28 pitches here in this second inning already. Wentland up to bat for the Horned Frogs. The 1-1 finally dishes, and this one a swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Some orange jerseys here for the Horned Frogs. White jerseys for the Garretson Blue Jays. The 1-2, and a swing and a miss. It's 3 strikeouts in this inning for Labrie, but Corsica is able to score a run on 1 hit and an error. Garretson leads it 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. That comes up in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
You are a dynamite contractor. Your younger brother Gary is a slightly less dynamite contractor, but together you make Mom proud. Look at you two, and look at your crew. Brenda the Calculator Cutler, Bill the Drill Robinson, and then there's the new guy. New guy struggles with stairs, and that'll cost you. Lucky for you, you have IMT Business Insurance. Learn more at imtins.com. Be worry-free with IMT.
Advanced Sunflower Juice.
Back at Cadwell Park, it's 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second is brought to you by Dimmick Cheese, proud to carry a wonderful selection of homemade artisan cheeses. Feel free to browse their selection of cheese gift boxes, cheese trays, and more on their website. Also proud sponsor of the Dimmick Emery Raptors. Coming up later on this evening, set to play the 7:30 game, the final game here at Cadwell Park. Hopefully the rain holds off, as it does continue to have a light rain here at the moment. There has never been a word up in the broadcast booth about stopping this game. Again, with the light rain that we are seeing, they're going to let this one just come on through, and we are expecting kind of rain throughout the day and evening here at Cadwell Park. Can they move games? Can we stop games? How does that all work? Well, yes, but but we prefer not to because it really messes everything up.
Yeah, I mean, as an umpire, I know they ain't going to stop the play unless the field and it gets to where you can't play anymore.
Then you have to dry it out. Try to maintain it as much as possible and get it back into playing condition. This one, the 2-1 out into center field, and this one is caught for out number 1 as Spleet put that one right into center field. Same position that he plays as well. Jesse Brockhouse gets the award for the coolest last name here at the state tournament as he steps up and digs in. Oki fires this one in. High. 1-0 the count. Again. Brockhouse and Brady Bonte all up. Brockhouse pops this one up into left. And this one is going to be caught for out number 2. So the shortstop, Chris, went a long way to catch this one. Check it out on the instant replay. As all of a sudden, last moment there, you can see it comes into your picture. Who was going to get to it and almost missed it. Off balance catch, reels it in for out number 2.
Wetland kind of looked at him like, well, that was the little rollover backwards was a little excessive, but, always got to put some style points on it.
And he went a long way. It should have been Wetland's ball, too, but in the end, it works out. It's 2 outs and now a swing and a miss as Brady Bonte takes a huge hack at it.
As long as he gets out, and there's no need to talk about it.
The 0-1 kicks and fires. This one in for a called strike. 0-2 the count. Mookie has not thrown. A strikeout yet, and now the 0-2. Ground ball over to first, and this one is out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Garretson as we head to the top of the third. The Blue Jays hit it over the Horned Frogs 2-1. We're back in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
Locally owned and operated sunflower processing company that buys all types of sunflowers for the edible and bird food industries. They market sunflowers domestically and internationally, so they have a wide range of options to get you the best price for your sunflowers. Most advanced sunflower contracts have an Act of God clause, so you don't have to worry if Mother Nature takes a toll on your crop. Give Jared or Danny a call to get you the most profit out of your sunflowers.
A credit card that fits your lifestyle and saves you money. Why would you settle for anything less? A Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa will earn travel rewards, 1% cash back, and 9.90% annual percentage rate, the right rate. And all the right features puts you right where you want to be. Stop by any convenient branch location or check us out online at DakotaLandFCU.com. Dakota Land, federally insured by NCUA.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
At Cadwell Park, home of the 92nd State Annual Amateur Baseball Tournament. As we take a year off from Cadwell Park next year, being hosted in Brandon Valley before we come back for the year 2026. Some more improvements made here at Cadwell Park during the downtime included the new press box and putting an awning up here, which is being used nicely today for fans to take cover from the rain that we are seeing. And again, it seems like it's still out there just slightly. So we're back under action here. It will be Logan Baker, the center fielder, to lead things off, and he pops the first one foul. 0-1 the count. We'll see Baker, Buck, and Bamberg. Reagan, we'll see if those Buck and Bamberg can't get their bats going, as they both went down 1-2 last time up.
Yeah, last time up it was a 1-2-3 inning and even 9 straight pitches for Labrie, and it definitely helped out the momentum on this Garretson ball team.
And now a strikeout for Labrie, strikeout number 4 for him in the ball game, as Baker swings and misses at that one, and Ryan Buck will step up to bat. So Buck, again, looking at his numbers when it comes to batting this season, batting a .349. Ground out last time over to Nick Bonte when he was up. The 0-1, this one low to the ground. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 kicks and fires, and this one fouled off. 1-1. Again, Buck and Bamberg guaranteed at bat here in the inning. Buck makes contact with this one and sends out into right field. That one will fall in for a base hit. Great spot and absolutely no play there for Jesse Brockhouse out in right field.
It was a perfectly placed hit there by Ryan Buck, right in the middle of no man's land, and Brockhouse, like you said, had no play on it. Just a great spot to put that ball for a base hit.
So now stepping up, Luke Bamberg, batting a .455 on the season. Good numbers for him, and a good opportunity here with a runner on first. Do you think we see Ryan Buck try to maybe steal over a second?
I wouldn't put it against him. I know this Corsica team likes to try to test the catcher's arm strength and see what they're working with in the early innings of the ball game. So, I wouldn't put it past him at all to get some movement going, and it also gets rid of the double play.
Bamberg, by the way, as big as his numbers are, only 5 RBIs that he has had, including, as we mentioned, 27 hits. On-base percentage is just under 49%. So, again, impressive numbers for him. A little bit of the wind starting to pick up as the rain has subsided once again at Cadwell Park. The 2-0, this one in for a strike. 2-1 the count.
Like we said in the pregame, Bamberg coming off an injury, so kind of been a long time since he's got a couple chances at the plate.
The 2-1, ground ball. They'll go to second for one. Throw to first was late, and it's not going to be in time. So take the out at second on the fielder's choice as we check out the instant replay. And you can see here on the instant replay, the ball might have been mishandled there for a moment and then just low and away. And again, almost turned the double play, but can't quite do so. So 2 outs as Labrie once again will clean out his shoes as Aaron Gruneweg will step up.
Nice job there by Nick Bonte. That's what the coach wants. In a double play situation, you always want to get the first one and the lead runner first, at least get one out of the two.
Gruneweg 0 for 1 here in the ball game, grounded out his first time up. Again, now we're going to see the wind start to pick up. There's plenty of people wearing long sleeves here as well. And a cool afternoon at Cadwell Park for this Sunday, August 11th on the calendar. Pitch low. So it's the first day that we have seen rain here at Cadwell Park. Otherwise, so far the tournament has been just beautiful. A lot of sunshine and some cool days and evenings. This one didn't go all the way around, and the ball fumbled for a moment, picked back up. Bamberg does not advance at first. So the count now 2-0. Both teams with 2 hits. Both teams have committed an error. The only difference that separates the teams right now is Garrettson's 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Fires this one in. This one paints the bottom corner, 2-1 the count. So 2-1 the count. LeBrie up to 43 pitches. The 1-2, this one a swing and a miss. And gets himself back into it. Deuces are wild. Here on the top of the third. The runner on first base for the Horned Frogs. Aaron trying to keep the inning alive for Corsica. The 2-2. This one, called strike number 3. LeBrie, his 5th strikeout of the afternoon as we check out strikeout number 5 here on the instant replay. We're scoreless in the 3rd inning. We move to the bottom of the 3rd, where Garretson tries to add to their lead. That comes up in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV. When it comes to sports bars, the Sports Center in Larchwood, Iowa has put themselves above the rest. They open bright and early, 7 a.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. on weekends, so you can start your day off right with them. And speaking of starting your day off right, they have daily food specials that will have your taste buds jumping for joy. The best flatbread pizza in the area, top-notch burgers, and don't worry, they have the best salads as well. The Sports Center in Larchwood. If you haven't tried it yet, put it down as your next destination.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Back at Cadwell Park as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Garretson leads 2-1. During the break there, we saw them readjust the mound a little bit, trying to dry things off. Recognize it's getting, the rain has stopped, but just trying to make sure everything's cleaned out for these pitchers. And we've seen them plenty of times go to clean their cleats as well to try to get this mud and dirt out.
Yeah, it's kind of a good thing that they're cleaning them cleats up because, that could play a big factor in what happens on the mound because that mud, when it all cakes up, it's going to add for some slipperiness, just kind of like we see in there with Moki. It's could potentially roll an ankle or something.
1-0 the count. This one in for a call strike, 1-1. Moki the pitcher. And we're back to the top. Tyson Swadek, Shute, and Steckler all up here in this bottom of the 3rd inning for the Garretson Blue Jays. This bottom of the 3rd is also brought to you by Check Days. Mark your calendars June 19th through the 21st for the 76th Annual Check Days in Tabor, South Dakota. Check food, check music, and check hospitality await you. And this one's going to be dropped. It's going to be an error on Bamberg. It looked like he had it in his midst and then dropped it. So Garretson gets their leadoff batter aboard. Checking back here on the instant replay. Again, it looked like he had it there, put out the glove, and had it, and then dropped it.
Yeah, it looked like just once he brought it into reel it into his body, once it made contact with that body, just popped it right out. And
so, one aboard, and it's now the 2nd error committed by the Horned Frogs of the ball game, and it gets the leadoff batter aboard for the Garretson Blue Jays. Now Robin Shute will be up to bat here. See if this can't result in some more offense. We saw in the top of the 1st an error, which eventually the Garretson Blue Jays were able to get 2. And now on the bunt attempt, picked up by Blum, throw over to 1st in time for out number 1, but Garretson coming up playing some small ball here.
You know, it's kind of a good thing where you're just moving them from station to station. Now you're going to have a runner in second where you can bunt them over. Yes, it'll be 2 outs, but once again, you keep playing small ball, be picky at the plate, work the counts. It might work out in your favor in that end.
Dustin Steckler will step up to bat. They're going to run her on second. And 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Steckler didn't even think about anything with that pitch. He's just going to watch it come in. He said, I'm taking this one all the way, no matter what.
Steckler reached by air last time at the plate.
And this one on the breaking ball falls in for now count 0-2. And again, Dustin just didn't get the right read on it. Otherwise, that was right over the heart of the plate. The 0-2. Mookie sets and kicks this one low, and it's going to get away. And it will advance the runner over to third. As Swadek easily able to get over the third on the pitch that got away from Brady, the catcher. So now with a runner on third base and 1 out, a deep hit ball out into center right field will drive in a run. And speaking of, that's exactly where it's headed, towards center, but it's going to fall in for a base hit and then spiked into the ground as Baker tried to throw it into second. He released it late and went right into the grass. Eventually, the stand-up single drives in a run. And now Garretson leads it 3-1 over the Corsica Horned Frogs. So now up to bat will be Nick Bonte. Bonte sees the very first pitch and is going to go after it. It's in foul territory, giving chase to it. He's going to walk, and he will catch it for out number 2 on the free out in foul territory, and there are 2 away. As now Buckenenberg will step up to bat for the Garretson Blue Jays. Yeah. The first pitch, this one swing on miss and then dropped, and stealing his second will be Dustin Steckler. So safely in at second base. Trey is 1 of 1 in the ball game, and now a runner in second for the Garretson Blue Jays. So again, they continue to play small ball. Mookie kicks and fires. This one, ground ball over to third. Grabbed by Blum, hesitates, and now they're going to get the runner and the pickle here, trying to give him the rundown, and they will tag him out. So going all the way around was Steckler. Instead of the throw over to first, they wanted to get him out, circling third base, and that's exactly what they do for the third and final out, as that will end the inning. But the Garretson Blue Jays are able to add another run. They lead it 3-1 as we head to the top of the fourth. That comes up in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV. What started out to be a small community celebration has grown into an attraction that draws literally thousands of people each year. Mark your calendars for June 19th, 20th, and 21st, 2025 for the 75th Annual Tabor Czech Days in Tabor, South Dakota. Czech food, Czech music, and Czech hospitality await you in Tabor. Czech Days is sponsored by the Tabor Chamber of Commerce and proudly supports the Tabor Bluebirds and Bonhomme High School athletics.
Sun Gold Sports is proud to call Mitchell and Huron home. With over 50 years of experience, we are here for all of your printing needs. Whether it's for your business, school, or personal, we are your one-stop custom shop. Screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, banners, trophies, awards, and so much more. Give Steph a call at 605-770-6829. Sun Gold Sports of Huron and Mitchell. We print t-shirts.
Back at Cadwell Park as we move to the top of the fourth inning. It'll be Austin Van Hove. Oh, I'm sorry. It'll be Brady Christoffels. Looked at the wrong one here. Brady Christoffels leading things off. Christoffels, Christ, and Johnson all due up for Corsica here in this fourth inning. It's the first pitch in for a ball. Good performance so far from Labrie. 5 strikeouts for him in the ball game. And quickly the count, 1-1 to Christoffels.
Christoffels last time at bat, if you remember, I'd hit it to the power alley and ended up getting a triple off it.
But eventually, Corsica was not able to get that run across as he had a courtesy runner come in. 2-1. This one outside for a ball, 3-1 the count. So now the 3-1, this one popped up in the air, foul, 3-2. So 3-2 with nobody out. Labrie shakes off a couple signals. Now a wind and deal, and this one fouled back into the netting. Rain starting to pick up once again at Cadwell Park. A lot of people wearing long sleeves. It's a cool afternoon at Cadwell Park with the rain. Some are braving it out there with some t-shirts as well. The 3-2, this one popped up in the air, giving chase to it. And it will be the center fielder who will catch it for out number 1. And there's one away here in the top of the fourth. As now Caleb Chris, the shortstop, will step up. He has been busy so far today. On the defensive side, here in the ball game, if I'm correct, he struck out last time up. Part of the 5 Ks that Labrie has got. Chris will dig in as they battle the elements outside. First pitch outside, in for a called strike. Today's top for the fourth inning brought to you by Castlewood Elevator. Explore ways how they can help you sell your crop and check your bids with services in grain and agronomy. Castlewood Elevator is a proud supporter of the community and the Castlewood Ravens. Team that has made it on into the next round of the state tournament. The round of 16, if you will. The 0-2 to Chris, again already down through a strikeout, and this one low, 1-2 the count. Speaking of Castlewood, they'll play later on this evening, taking on Dimmick Emery. That game's scheduled to start at 7:30, more likely around 8:30 tonight. The 1-2 swing and a miss, and it's the second time that Chris goes down through the strikeout, and there's now 2 away here in the top of the fourth. As now Kiefer Johnson will step up to bat. Don't forget, fans, coming up at 5:30. If you can't make it to Cadwell Park, Wessington Springs takes on Larchwood. Again, that one set first pitch at 5:30. Reagan Weber will be on the call with that one. Are you learning a thing or two?
I'm learning a thing or two. It kind of helps with the baseball knowledge I got. Baseball's probably my favorite sport, so I like to watch a bunch of baseball, but should be a fun game.
Baseball's your favorite sport, you say?
That is correct.
First pitch comes in. Johnson swing and a miss. Why baseball?
Nah, just kind of always grew up playing baseball, developed a love for it, and then I would love to play baseball year round if I could.
The 0-1. This one popped up in the air. It will go into foul territory. 0-2 the count. Play baseball year round? That doesn't happen too often around here.
Gotta be down south almost to play baseball year round.
The 0-2. Labrie kicks and fires, and this one inside. So it jumped out of the way there. Was Johnson not to get hit by the pitch. 1-2 the count. Kick for Mitchell, runs and picks up the baseball.
Kind of nice they had the little Mitchell baseball kids out here doing the ball boy returns and everything.
The 1-2 fouled off into the parking lot. A lot of kids are chasing after it. Best of luck to you. Those late trailing ones, I don't think they're going to get to the ball in time. You know what we could use anything for those kids for? I got a great idea. The 1-2. And this one in foul territory, and it's going to go beyond the fence. I would love to have those kids with me when I go golfing, so that maybe they can see where my golf ball goes.
That'd be a good idea. Just a little golf ball spotter once in a while.
Yeah, have them chase after it, then they would point me to where it goes, because I have no clue where my ball goes when I golf.
I think I'm about with you. I would say most times I'm hanging out with the Yogi Bear out in the woods.
So now, more cleaning of the cleats on the mound as, again, the rain continues to fall at a light pace, but certainly the mound taking some of the most beating right now. That, and of course, well, if you will, a lot of work's going to need to be done inside the batter's box, as that is absolutely trashed right now.
It looks, a lot of beating just in general with all the cleats and everything, digging in there and looking for some grip.
And now it's going to be a drop third strike in the end, and finishing the inning with another strikeout there will be Labrie. Corsica doesn't score. We head to the bottom of the fourth, where Garretson leads 3-1. We're back in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Prairie Valley Farm Charolais is located in Platte. Since 1980, David has worked with his father, family, and hired men to provide bulls with the best health, management, selection, and genetics to produce a quality product to meet the customer's needs. Mark your calendar for their annual bull sale on the second Saturday of April. Check out their website at pvfcharolais.com or give David Mason a call for more information. Prairie Valley Farm Charolais is a proud supporter of all Black Panther school activities. Remember, U.S. beef, it's what's for dinner. Located in the heart of Mitchell, Blarney's is your one stop for mouth-watering food, refreshing drinks, and your latest sports action. Fans, it's state amateur baseball time, and Blarney's is your pre- and post-game destination. Whether you're finishing up the early game and need a spot to eat for lunch, or celebrating a late-night victory, stop in at Blarney's and keep the party going with cold, refreshing drinks. Blarney's Sports Bar and Grill, a proud supporter of the state amateur baseball tournament. Back here at Cadwell Park, as there's maybe a little bit of confusion going on at the moment as they're sending the boys with the tarps back off now. It looked like they were about to bring out the tarps, and we were going to go into some suspension here, but now they're putting down Agriline. Is that what it is? Diamond Dry to help, okay. Diamond Dry to, well, help dry things up a little bit. It is still raining out there, but currently they're fixing the batter's boxes, trying to, again, dry out as much as they possibly can. They also put some on the pitching mound. The tarps, though, again, were ready to come out. They were standing by the gate, and then all of a sudden, at the last second, Corsica outfielders just kind of ran out there like, hey, we're ready to go. So we won't go into suspension. As, again, still a light rain out there. They don't want to delay things. Now, certainly this game got started way late as well, with game number one having 23 runs in it between Crofton and the Four Corners. And this one got started right around 2:27, so we're almost an hour into this one. Middle of the fourth. It's not a bad time that we're on, but just the way this is raining. If you delay it, then you're going to have to delay basically everything else for today. So those 5:30 games, certainly 1 star in time, then you still have to dry off the diamond as well.
Leading off for Garretson on the bottom of the fourth inning, the designated hitter, Austin Van Hove.
So now Austin Van Hove will lead things off. We're going to keep playing baseball at least for now at Cadwell Park. Mookie's even throwing down the spike cleaner to get the mud shaken out of there as well. So 3-1, Garretson leads. The first batter up, Van Hove fouls it off. Van Hove, last time up to bat, was walked in the ball game. No, excuse me, grounded out last time up. The wrong one there. Foul off, 0-2. Seven strikeouts from Labrie, opposite side. Mookie has yet to throw a strikeout here in the ballgame. Fouls this one off, and the count remains 0-2. Again, the diamond draw. Four is when the rain's supposed to die off. Oh, it looks like it's even down off. It does feel like there's a sun is also starting to peek out a little bit. It at least seems brighter all of a sudden. The 0-2, this one is up and away, 1-2 the count. We are expecting more rain yet this evening as well. So it's not going to be the end of the rain. The 0-2, check, didn't go. 1-2. More fans file in underneath the awning here to enjoy some baseball at Cadwell Park. The 1-2. Kicks and fires in this one is going to get away. Brady doesn't have to worry about it. He did get up quickly like he had to throw somebody out, but didn't have to worry about anybody because nobody's aboard. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, winner today. 4 Corners beat Crofton 13-10. 14 other teams have punched their ticket onto the round of 16 as well. And this one outside on the 3-2, and it's going to be a walk. As Mookie gives up his first walk of the ball game. And the leadoff batter is aboard. So now Scott Splett will step up to bat. Splett last time up. Grounded out. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Again, 3-1, 4 hits for Garretson. Shows bunt there. Rig, we have seen Garretson play small ball as well here in this ball game.
Yeah, they played small ball in the last couple innings. You know, just hit a base hit, move them station to station. Not going to try to be too aggressive, but still aggressive enough to maybe try to win a ball game here.
So now showing bunt again. It's going to be laid down. Brady picks it up, throws over to first, and the bunt does exactly what it needs to, advances the runner, and there is 1 away. So, now stepping up to bat will be Jesse Brockhouse, the right fielder for the Blue Jays. Runner on second base, 1 out. As we said, the sun is starting now to shine here at Cadwell Park. So as soon as they were going to call this one and just be done for at least a little bit, they put some diamond dry down, and now the sun comes out. So it looks like we're going to be able to play some baseball without any delays. The bottom of the fourth is brought to you by Cone's Corner. There's plenty of gas pumps and munchies for travelers, but the store now carries an inventory of approximately 2,500 firearms plus table, chair, and trailer rentals. Cone's Corner, a proud sponsor of the Castlewood Ravens and all teams here at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second base for the Garretson Blue Jays. Mookie kicks and fires, and this one going to be lifted out into right center, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Now, Austin Van Hove didn't know if it was going to fall in or be caught, so he doesn't take off, and he'll stand safe at second. So putting with the single, runners on first and second, and nobody out.
Baker had to seemed like run like a mile just to get to that ball.
He did. Standing in the usual spot that we see a lot of center fielders stand in, but just couldn't catch up to that one in time. And now the final man in the lineup, Bonte, will step up to bat as the first one comes in for a called strike. So 5 hits as well for the Garretson Blue Jays here in the ball game. The 0-1 kicks and fires in this one. Ground ball. Go to second for one. Try to turn over to first, and it's going to be in time for the double play. So Brady Bonte bats into the double play that will end the inning, and check it back here on our instant replay.
Great athleticism there by Caleb Chris to hop over top the runner and still be able to make the throw to first.
A good call there by the first base up. I apologize. And it's 3-1 as we head to the top of the 5th. Garretson leads it over Corsica. We're back in just a moment on Live Ticket TV. As the weather warms up, so does our time outside. If you've been putting off your next home project, then Elite Renovations in Platte and Mitchell is ready to help. If you're looking to upgrade or update your roof, siding, windows, doors, and decking, they've got you covered. Interior trim, flooring, cabinets, tile, or drywall, they got the crews. Book a free consultation to discuss your options. Visit their website at elitereno-sd.com to get started with your summer project.
The One Stop in Redfield is a friendly, family-owned business. We carry hot stuff, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Before you take a trip, or if you're just out and about, stop by and fuel up with Sinclair gasoline from E30 to E85. Use your Dino app for extra savings and your Pump and Save card for free stuff. Don't forget to visit the automatic car wash for that spotless shine. One Stop in Redfield is a proud supporter of all school sports and activities.
It's the top of the 5th inning here. 3-1, the Garretson Blue Jays lead it over the Corsica Horned Frogs. Not seeing a whole lot of offense compared to what we saw in our very first game of the day. Here we saw 23 runs between Four Corners and the Crofton Blue Jays. So we are set, digging in. As it will be Blum to lead things off. Wentland and Baker all due up in this inning for the Corsica Horned Frogs. Team in orange needs to get their offense going. It's again only one run. That happened at the top of the second. In fact, one run on 2 hits for them here in the ball game. Blum, last time up, went down with a strikeout. Labrie has been having himself a great performance, 7 strikeouts here in the ball game. Excuse me, Blum did not go down through a strikeout. He just simply popped out last time. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. This one low, 2-1 the count. Mention for Labrie, who's up there. 63 pitches he's thrown so far, 46 in the strike zone. The 2-1, this one high, 3-1 now the count. Again, it's given up the 2 hits, the 1 run. It wasn't earned, and striking out 7. Fixing the mound a little bit for himself. On the 3-1 pitch, this one in for a called strike, and the count is now full to Blum. Blum again, the third baseman. 0 for 1 so far today. This one, foul ball. Do it once again. Kind of see it there on your screen at home, the darkness of the mound as we saw rain, which we have not seen here lately. Got a little slight sunshine at one point, but now just overcast once again. The 3-1 popped up in the air, and it goes right to the right fielder who gets underneath of it, and it will be Brockhouse who gets it for out number 1, and there's one away. The top of the 5th is brought to you by Farmco, locally owned and operated. Farmco is a full-service feed, seed, animal health, farming, and ranching equipment provider serving the Midwest. They're also a sponsor of the Platte Killer Tomatoes. That's all the lowest scoring game you can have here at the state tournament. Platte beat Del Rapids Mudcats by a score of 1-0. Good performance there. Of course, the Del Rapids Mudcats was district champs as well, one of the favorites to make a run here, and they were eliminated in that first round. And now a simple pop-up goes right over to Nick Bonte, the second baseman, and it's 2 up and 2 down as Logan Baker will now step up as Brendan Wetland did not get the right one on that. So Baker, the center fielder, makes his way in. Baker in the ball game 0 for 1, including going down through the strikeout his first time up. And swing and a miss in this one. 0-1 the count. As LeBrie continues, not a fast pitcher by any means with a lot of heat, but just able to put it to exactly where he wants to. And this one popped up in the air. No strikeouts in this inning as the defense gets it done. As Scott catches it out in center field for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th where Garretson tries to add to their 2-run lead. That's on the way next on Live Ticket TV.
Triatel is a telecommunications company that serves over 10 small communities.
And just because you live in a small community doesn't mean that you can't get good service.
For me, it's really important to be able to work remotely here in the country.
If you live in the Triatel service area and you're looking for a good, reliable, high-speed internet connection, we've served our members for 65 years and we're going to be serving you long into the future.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
A better you starts closer to home, with people who understand your way of life and belong to your community. Primary care providers at Horizon Health know you and know how to help you stay well. We're here to keep you healthy and care for you through every stage of life, so you can keep doing what you love and make every day a better one. Schedule an appointment at horizonhealthcare.org.
Back here at Catwell Park as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-1. And the Garretson Blue Jays up to bat as leading things off. The first pitch is outside. Finishing that statement, Tyson Swadek to lead things off. Robin Shute and Dustin Steckler all up here for the Garretson Blue Jays. Pitching for a called strike. Mookie has not found a strikeout yet here in the ball game, has given up just 5 hits, 3 runs. Bringing the heat on that one. So neither team has warmed up anybody in the bullpens either. Been a good pitching performance for both. The 2-1, this one in for a called strike. Reagan, you would also say if your pitcher has given up only just 3 runs so far, and so moving to the bottom of the 5th inning, you wouldn't be too mad of as a manager. You would take that.
You would take that any day of the week. You know, simple mistakes is pretty much the story for the 3 runs allowed here for Corsica Stickney.
And there is strikeouts, the first strikeout of the ball game for Mookie with up to 61 pitches thrown. It's his first strikeout. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. As now Robin Shute, the shortstop, will step up to bat. Thought about going after that one, but the Pitch a little high and out of the zone. 1-0 the count. This one well out of the zone and chase out of it, and Shoot completely upset with himself. Hits his hand on his helmet, wondering why he went after one out of the zone. That's always going to be a foul, or sometimes can result in a simple ground ball, easy out. The 1-1 puts this one out into left, and this one will fall fair for a base hit. And this one is going to be a stand-up double.
Just the left field shot. I just don't trust the line.
3-1 and a stand-up double for Robin Shoup. As now Dustin Steckler will step up to bat. So a good piece of hitting there from Robin Shoup, putting it out into left field. It looked like it might have even gone foul, but just stay fair. The way that one came off the bat. And a great spot. It doesn't get much better than that. So now up to bat. Steckler, and he'll see the very first pitch, and he will put it foul. Otherwise, if he could have kept that one fair down the right field line, that easily is bringing home Shoup for another run. So after Mookie gets his first strikeout of the ball game, gives up a double, now trying to battle back for the Horned Frogs. Steckler back in the batter's box. Still win. Starting to pick up once again. And this one, a little high. 2-1 the count. I apologize, 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. This one low and away. Mookie, by the way, .66 pitches, 43 in the strike zone. As Blake throws another ball here, 3-1 now the count. Shakes off the first signal. Greases the second one. Sets on the bump. And this one, ground ball. Chris grabs it, throws over to first. It's in time for out number 2. But the small ball and the ground ball by Dustin Steckler advances Robin Shoup over to third base.
For the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Nick Conti.
Well, Reagan, what do you think so far? The way this one's going as we get closer to the 6th inning.
I think it's a pretty good game, but I would like to see Corsica's offense kind of fire up here in the late innings.
And this one, fouled. So again, Mookie up to just 1 strikeout, has walked 1 through 4 2/3. Runner on third base. This one, swing and a miss. So can get out of the inning without giving up any more damage. So we have not seen any runs in the last inning and a half. And this one popped up in the air. Grunewald chasing after it, and he will get it on the pop-up for out number 3. So Garretson able to get a runner to third base, but not able to take advantage of it. 3-1. We head to the top of the 6th. Corsica trailing by 2. Trying to find some offense. That comes up here in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
It might be time for you to strongly consider leasing bulls from Jorgensen Land and Cattle. Here's Cody.
Well, it's a really good option to acquire some excellent genetics for affordable price. It's become really popular. When you first hear about lease bulls, sometimes it may frighten a person. So this is a different ballgame. You know, there's a genetic program behind these bulls. These are bulls that have a genetic program and really are designed genetically to very nice calves.
Call 1-800-548-BULL.
At Lesterville Feed and Grain, they pride themselves on offering top-notch products at competitive prices. Whether you're looking for feed for your livestock or grains for your crops, they have you covered. And with their market bids, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best deal possible. But it's not just about the products, it's about the service. Their knowledgeable staff is there to help answer any questions you may have and provide expert advice to help you succeed in your farming endeavors.
Back here at Cadwell Park, as it will be Corsica leading things off with 1, 2, 3 in the lineup order. The power of their bats, if you will. Ryan Buck, Luke Bamberg, and Aaron Grunewald will all step up to bat here in this inning, trying to unlock Aaron Labrie, as they have not been able to do so yet. Corsica only putting a stick on the board here in the ball game as we begin the top of the sixth. It's 3-1. The Garretson Blue Jays lead over the Horned Frogs. The 0-2, this one is going to be a ground ball, and it's going to be scooped up, throw over to first in time. And Ryan Buck, the DH, will not get aboard this time as Nick Bonte gets it for out number one.
$64 to Dillinger from Mitchell.
So now up to bat will be Luke Bamberg, the second baseman. By the way, Labrie up to 77 pitches here in the ball game. First pitch. This one in for a called strike. Just getting the top of the zone there. Give him paying attention to the flag out in center field as this wind's starting to pick up a little bit more as now the rain has subsided here at Cadwell Park. Things are starting to dry off a bit. Again, we almost paused this game for a moment. The 0-2, this one is going to be fouled, and they'll do it again. One out. Bamberg trying to get aboard. He's 0 for 2 here in the ball game. And this one going to hit over to third as it takes two hops. Steckler throws, and it did not get him in time as the throw was high, and it brought Trey Buckenberg off the bag here. And, yeah, you can just see it there. And also, it looks like Luke Bamberg, who got injured during basketball this summer, pulling his hamstring, it looks like he re-injured something, and he is going to be done. So we'll see the courtesy runner, but Reagan getting the confirmation. It looks like Luke Bamberg is going to be done today.
Yeah, he like we said, he pulled his hamstring and was out throughout the whole District 5B tournament due to that injury, and just kind of unfortunate timing here for Luke Bamberg himself. So doing the courtesy running, or pinch running I should say, for him will be number 21, the pickup player, Jake Helloyd.
So again, and I have to, well, we'll wait before I mark it down if Jake will take the second base spot or not. Does Jake play second base for Parkston?
He does, yeah. He kind of plays a little bit all over, plays pretty much everywhere in the infield, played a little outfield for us this year, and then he even pitches a lot for us.
Okay. So, again, we're thinking that he'll take over then for Luke Bamberg at second base, but we'll wait to see the defensive changes coming up in the next half inning. So the runner is aboard courtesy of the error. Both teams have now committed 2 errors here in the ballgame. Aaron Grunewald is up to bat. And now trying to get the runner and not able to do so. maybe it was a little bit low of a throw by Labrie over to first as we check back the instant replay here. And again, just that low one. If it was straight on a line there, probably gets him. But it hopped in there. So it gets back in time. Grinneweg, see the 0-1. This one inside, 1-1. Aaron Labrie, pitch count now at 80 here in the top of the 6th. 1-1. Kicks and fires in this one, swing and a miss. Aaron trying to make something happen here. He's 0 for 2 today. He was swinging at that one, betting again, 291 coming into the tournament. Labrie glances over to first once again. Will set and fire, and this one, it could be a ground ball that will go foul on the third base line. So from the dugout, we'll go chase after it, pick it up quick, and reset again. Garretson trying to be another team from the State Line League to make it on to the round of 16. So we've seen a couple teams from the State Line League make it on, including Larchwood, Elk Point, Colt 45s as well. Another throw over to first. This time Jake was paying attention, back in plenty of time. 1-2 the count. Aaron will step out of the batter's box for a quick moment. Now step back in. We have seen a couple of the districts be eliminated, including the South Central League, and all 4 of their teams get eliminated in the first round. Popped up in the air, and it will go to the second baseman, Nick Bonte, and he gets it for out number 2. As Aaron was frustrated with that, spiked his bat to the ground, and has left it lay there. As now, we will see Brady Christoffels will step up to bat. So again, runner on first base with the error here in this inning as Aaron Labrie cleans off his cleats once again. So Brady, 1 of 2 for him in the ball game so far today. Clune does have a strikeout his last time up. And see the first pitch in for a called strike.
I think we might need a cookie counter here for our commissioner, Brock Greenfield over here.
Don't blame him. Seems a few guys up here getting a little tired as the gauntlet has been going on, as they like to call it up here. 4 games a day for the past 5 days. Keeps you busy. 0-2 the count. And the 0-2. Labrie taking his time. Will now throw it in there. This one high for ball. 1-2 the count. Today's the final day that we'll see 4 games before we go back to just an evening schedule coming up throughout the weekdays this next week, which will feature just around 16 games before we're down to our final 8 teams, if you will. Ground ball, they'll go to second on the fielder's choice, and it's just in time for out number 3. So Corsica able to get a runner aboard, but can't advance him any further than first base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1. We're back in just a moment on Live Ticket TV.
Dr. Kelly Tobin and staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here, in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
The heart of farming season is coming up, and Caton International is your HIH dealer in Crofton, Nebraska. Caton International offers top-notch parts and service to keep your equipment running smoothly all season long. Their team of experts is there to help with any maintenance or repairs you may need, so you can focus on what you do best, farming. And don't forget to check out their website for the latest deals and promotions. Whether you're in the market for a new piece of equipment or just need some replacement parts, Caton International has you covered. At Cadwell Park, as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning, as we do see Jake come on and will take the spot of Luke Bamberg over at second base. So the pickup player will get his opportunity to get some baseball action here. Unfortunately, his team is trailing at the moment, as leading things off for the Garretson Blue Jays will be number 22, Trey Buckenberg, who will dig in. Otherwise, everything else remains the same. Moki, the pitcher. So he'll stand on the mound and we're set to fire as we begin this. There for Trey as he was chasing after one there. And now the 0-1, it's going to be popped out into center, and it falls right in front of the center fielder there for Corsica. It looked like Logan Baker might be able to catch up to it for the first out, but it falls right in front of him, and it's in for a base hit. So kind of surprised there, as now Trey is 3 for 3 here in the ball game with his performance today. And now stepping up to bat will be Austin Van Hove. And now throw over to first, and he's going to be picked off. Check out this pickoff attempt. Quick throw over to first, and we're able to get him. Moki was just set there on the mound, and just a quick sling over to first for out number 1. So after Buckenberg is able to get aboard, gets picked off. So again, Austin Van Hove, the DH, now stepping up. He is 0 for 1 here in the ball game. Nice defensive play there for Moki. The 1-0. Ground ball over to third on one hop, and this one's out number 2. So Moki's keeping his pitch count low too. It's now 75 pitches for him in the ball game. Now Scott Split will step up. Scott, the center fielder. Sees the first pitch and chases after it, fouls it off into the netting. Scott is 0 for 1 today. Split. The 0-1 swings at this one. Puts it into center field. And chasing after it and catching it is Baker on a nice catch. He had that one eyed all the way and is going to end the inning. It does go 1, 2, 3 in order, even with the hit, as there was the successful pickoff over at first base. We head to the top of the 7th. It's 3-1. Garretson leads Corsica. We're back in a moment on Live Ticket TV.
We travel in packs. Fearless first-timers and go-getters. Sightseers and mudslingers, trail conquerors and adrenaline junkies. We believe great rides deserve great company. And wherever the ride takes us, there's always room for one more.
Experience the enduring legacy of Castlewood Farms Elevator, a farmer-owned cooperative that has served the ag community for more than a century. Dedicated to enhancing efficiency and offering superior services, they provide a comprehensive range of crop nutrition, protection products, commercial fertilizer, and livestock feed. Visit CastlewoodElevator.com or give them a call today. Your ultimate destination for agriculture needs is Castlewood Farmers Elevator.
Discover a piece of Americana at Cohen's Corner, a renowned 1920s rural gas station turned firearm haven in the upper Midwest. Since 2004, their updated store has preserved nostalgia with gas pumps and snacks for travelers alongside a selection of 2,500 firearms. Purchase in-store or through Charlie for global delivery. They buy single guns, entire collections, and offer trades. Whether you're a collector or looking to sell, they've got you covered. Cohen's Corner, proud sponsor of Castlewood Youth Athletics and Events.
We move to the top of the 7th inning. This inning is brought to you by Sports Center, the best flatbread pizza in the area with top-notch burgers. And don't worry, that the best salads too. Open early every day. The Sports Center is the place to be. It will certainly be the place tonight. And Larchwood, as the Diamonds will be taking on Wessington Springs at 5:30. I can guarantee they already have some people starting to file in over there to enjoy some beverages, get the meal in. And like I said, Sports Center is the place to be for the Larchwood Diamonds if you can't make it here to Cadwell Park on a cool afternoon. Back in action, as it'll be Caleb Christ to lead things off. Kiefer Johnson and Nathan Blum all due up here in this inning.
Have you ever been to the Sports Center?
I have not. It's on the to-do list. Once the sports season dies down at least a little bit. It's crazy to think about before the season, football at least, even gets started. I'm way ahead of a lot of sports going on in my life right now. Including turn my attention Tuesday to get a little college soccer in. Have that going on. Baseball right now. By the time baseball ends, it'll be football season. More soccer to do as well along the way. So that's plus my 9-to-5 job, if you will. That starts at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm sure Spencer will help you out with the football season.
1-2, ground ball. Finally scooped up. There's never going to be a play. This one will go down as a hit as Nick Bonte, the second baseman, does a nice job of knocking it down, but just could not grasp it cleanly and throw over to first to get the out. So, again, it's an official hit for Christ. And the leadoff batter is aboard for the Horned Frogs. Kiefer Johnson, the right fielder, will now step up. Here at the top of the 7th, a good opportunity for the Horned Frogs to get some offense going. Get with the leadoff batter aboard. And Chris with plenty of speed. And now the pickoff attempt. Chris was certainly ready for it. And it was not a hard throw by any means by Labrie either, over there to first. 3-1 is the score here at Cadwell Park. Showing bunt. This one popped up all right in the air. The worst case bunt you could put for Johnson. Just popped it straight in the air and right back to the pitcher. It's about as routine of a out you can get if you're a pitcher. Getting bunted right back to Labrie in the air. So now Nathan Blum, the third baseman, will step up. Trying to play small ball. Didn't work out for the Horned Frogs. We'll see if Blum's given the green light to swing away. First pitch, in for a called strike. Getting a lot of fans underneath the awning, as you can see it there on your screen. Taking cover from the rain that we saw earlier here at Cadwell Park. Yes. 0-1 the count. Fires this one in, up 1-1. This one low. 2-1 the count. Three-1. Going to run around first base for Corsica. The 2-1 fouled off, and count now rises 2-2. Again, Chris over there at first base for Corsica. Labrie fires this one in. This one fouled off, and they'll do it again. Labrie now up to 99 pitches here in the ball game. Next one will hit the century mark. Good performance from him here in the 7th inning. You would like to see him go as long as he possibly can. And right now, you have a feeling he'd go the distance the way he has pitched. Shakes off to first. We'll take the second signal. And this one in for a call. It's strike number 3. So 2 outs now after the leadoff batter was able to get aboard for the Corsica Horned Frogs, but have not been able to move him since. It's also there a strikeout for Labrie. 8 strikeouts for Labrie here in the ball game today.
And another $10 to Cadwell Park improvements here with that batter caught looking.
As now stepping up to bat will be Brendan Wentland, the left fielder for the Horned Frogs. Again, Chris is still over on first base. He's made motions, thinking about stealing a couple times, has not taken off. And this first pitch in for a called strike. That's something Corsica just has not been able to really get going. Again, they have not scored since the 2nd inning, top of the 2nd. They have just 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors committed in the ball game. The 0-1 fouled off. 0-2 now the count. The 0-2, 2 outs. Labrie sets, fires this one in, and it's going to be ball. 1-2. Labrie sets the 1-2. This one, swing and a miss, and it's going to be foul. Nope, they say into the ground. So they'll redo it. The count remains at 1-2 as Wentling just got enough of it. They keep the at-bat alive. Keep the inning alive as well for Corsica. The 1-2. This one swing on and missed, and that will end the inning. So Corsica gets the leadoff batter aboard with a single, but can't do anything after that as it's 1-2-3 in order after the single. We move to the bottom of the 7th, 3-1. Garretson leads over Corsica. We're back in a moment on Live Ticket TV.
State Bank, our customers are at the center of everything we do. Heartland State Bank is a family-owned community bank and here for you. We have an experienced lending staff for fast, local decisions. Heartland State Bank offers competitive rates and is proud to provide uptown services with a hometown touch. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we aspire to support the communities we live and work in. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
It may seem like the smallest town in South Dakota, so how could it have everything you need when you may find yourself in the middle of nowhere? But at Canova Service Center, whatever you may need in the middle of nowhere, that's where they are. Fencing, lumberyard, hardware, oil changes, tire sales, and repair. Rental equipment, feed bunks, cattle shelters, convenience store, and more. So no, you're not in the middle of nowhere. It's the Canova Service Center.
We're your local one-stop shop. This is Angela, owner and operator of Amcoda Farm and Home Center. From the DIYers, fixer-uppers, to contractors, we have what you need to get the job done. Building supplies, Valspar paint, and tools, Crystal X tubs, fencing supplies, and bog boots for your farm needs. We know how busy life can get. We offer delivery to make your life easier. Amcoda Farm and Home Center on Dakota Avenue in Wessington Springs. Big city value.
Back at Cadwell Park, as there is action going on at the Garretson Blue Jays bullpen at the moment. So we'll see if maybe Labrie is done or what the decision is made here, as Moki is still out there for Corsica as we're underway. The count is 2-0. As the batter up right now is Jesse Brockhouse, the right fielder for the Garretson Blue Jays. Get a team that's all about just adding insurance right now. They lead it by 2. If you will, they're down to their final 6 outs for the moment to add some more runs. For Garretson here in the ball game, it has been a lot of zeros. They haven't scored since the 3rd inning. They had 2 innings in the bottom of the 1st, and that is all that we have seen. And with that, Moki throws this one out of the zone, and it's 4 straight balls. There's a walk to Brockhouse. So Brockhouse, the leadoff batter, is aboard, courtesy of a walk. And for Moki, only his 2nd walk that he has given up of the ball game. Now again, nobody warming up for Corsica in the bullpen, which usually indicates if they would bring somebody on, it would be somebody within the field. And now taking off stealing, throw over to first, and great steal there by Brockhouse to get into his 2nd safely on the slide. So Brockhouse is aboard to 2nd base with nobody out. And now Brady Bonte looking at the 0-1 count. Deep, hard hit to center field. Over in right field would certainly advance the runner, even if it's caught for an out. 0-2 the count. The 0-2. Moki sets. Kicks and fires, and this one fouled off. As whoever's warming up in the bullpen is now done and heading back to the dugout for now. So again, we don't know if we'll see a change with Labrie or if they're just warming somebody up at the moment. The 0-2. And this one high. 1-2 the count. Moki. 86 pitches for him in the ball game. And this one drop for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it looked like we might have saw Brockhouse go from 2nd over to 3rd, but didn't make the move. So again, 0-2 for Brady Bonte, and hitting-wise, they count 2 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out. And now he goes, and he's going to get plunked in the back. So Brady Bonte gets hit as Jesse Brockhouse was stealing 3rd. And because of the hit batsman, the ball is considered dead, which means Brockhouse will have to go back to 2nd by the hit by pitch. So maybe worst case scenario, if you will, for Garretson. And now we're going to get a time and a conversation on the mound. Don't think Moki would be done.
And that is Luke Bamberg. So it looks like he's up and walking pretty good after taking the hamstring injury, coming out for the mound visit.
So there'll be a courtesy runner as well. That's coming on. It'll be Camden Burnt from Lennox Chancellor Worthing. Going to courtesy run over there at first base now for Brady Bonte, the catcher. So, conversation on the mound is over with. Not quite for sure what it was all about, but we move on. Again, bottom of the 7th, nobody out. Runners on first and second here for the Garretson Blue Jays. Show and bunt here. Swadek, and now pickoff over to second. Not going to happen. Sliding back in time is Jesse Brockhouse.
And left fielder Jason Swatek.
Here we go. Again, runners on first and second. Now he'll go. And Brockhouse will easily get over to third successfully. Now, Camden did not run, so puts runners at the corners. So now Swadek, who showed a bunt just a moment ago, is going to get permission to swing away with runners in the corners. 0-1 the count. In the 0-1, this one will outside, and now we'll see Camden, who will steal over. Camden Burnt will steal over to second, so putting runners now on third and second for the Garretson Blue Jays. So Swadek will see the 1-1, lifted out into center, and tagging up, here comes Brockhouse, and he is going to slide in successfully. Camden Burnt won't run. He'll stay at second base. And another run comes in for the Garretson Blue Jays, so the RBI sac fly, if you will, by Tyson Swadek makes it 4-1. And the Garretson Blue Jays extend their lead over Corsica Horned Frogs. So 4-1 now the score. Smokey starting to get taken apart a little bit, and this one will stay fair as it's the second time we've seen a shot go down the left field line and stay fair. And this one, a stand-up double for Robin Shoup.
Jody, you'd be so proud of me. I got the fucking line shot on a line drive. He's not even here to witness it.
5-1, now the score. As now stepping up the bat, Dustin Steckler for the Garretson Blue Jays. First pitch, in for a called strike. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Moki, only one strikeout here in the ball game. Moki sets, hasn't quite had 100 pitches here in the ball game, and this one right back to him. It gets through his legs, but gloved and throw over to first, and this one's going to be dropped at first as Aaron had to reach down to get it out of the dirt, couldn't quite do so, and an error called. It's the third error now on the Corsica Horned Frogs, and it puts runners at the corners with just one out here in the bottom of the 7th as Garretson has added 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. There are 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st and a run in the bottom of the 3rd. So now, stepping up to bat, Nick Bonte. But first, before we get that, a pick-off attempt over at first. So the top of the order for the Garretson Blue Jays does exactly what they're supposed to do, able to get aboard. Another pickoff attempt over at first base. And now, this pitch in for a called strike. Trying to play some small ball. And stealing over to second is Dustin Steckler. And they cut it off quickly to make sure that Robin Shoup didn't come home. He doesn't, so runners now on third and second. As again, Garretson here in this inning, all they needed to do was add to their lead. They did exactly what they needed to do. And this one's swing and a miss, and now 0-2 the count to Nick Bonte as he went chasing after that one. So Nick steps out of the batter's box, steps back in. The 0-2 kicks and fires, and this one slapped on. It's going to find the gap in the middle. And here comes one. And the runner from second, Dustin Steckler, will come around for the second run. It's an RBI single for Nick Bonte. And now it's 7-1, the Garretson Blue Jays all over Corsica. Reagan, are we going to see a pitching change here?
I would think so. This is the second time for Mount Visit in the same inning, so Moki's got to come out. But who are they going to go to is the question.
Well, we're about to find out. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our pitching change. That is on the way next on Live Ticket TV.
If you love being outside, solving problems, and working with your hands, apply now at James Valley Landscape Solutions. James Valley offers on-the-job training in all aspects of the green industry, with modern equipment and technology and competitive pay. Benefits include overtime pay, health care, dental, vision, and more. Apply now at jamesvalleylandscape.com or in person at 600 West Spruce in Mitchell.
Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator is a proud supporter of the Mount Vernon Mustangs at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator has been servicing the Mount Vernon area for over 75 years. See them for your agronomy and feed needs no matter the farming season. They will take care of all your grain handling needs as well. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator would like to wish the Mustangs and all the teams best of luck at the state tournament.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Each family's needs are different and special. Will Funeral Chapel will listen with sensitivity, answer all questions, and respect your choices. The Will Funeral Chapel staff can assist you in planning and coordinating all the details. They will explain all the different options to make you feel at ease and most comfortable with all the decisions. Find out more by visiting their website at willfuneralchapel.com. Their sincerest hope is that you and your family will be comforted by their efforts.
Are you in need of high-quality lumber for your next project? Looking for top-notch agronomy services to keep your crops thriving? Need a reliable source of propane and fuel for your home or business? Look no further than Tabor Lumber Co-op. Whether you're a seasoned contractor or a DIY enthusiast, Tabor Lumber Co-op has everything you need to get the job done right. And with their competitive prices and top-notch customer service, you'll be glad you chose Tabor Lumber Co-op for all your lumber, propane, and agronomy services.
Jake Helloyd will now be in for pitching as the pickup player from the Parks and Devil Rays will get the job of relief here with a runner on first base, and Garretson adding 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th, leading it now 7-1. So again, Jake wearing that opposite color, the only pickup player that Corsica has. And going to make something happen for this squad here. But more importantly, this Corsica Horned Frog teams, they want to have a chance of making a comeback. They can find some offense as we move throughout the rest of this game. Again, 7th inning, a little bit of time left, but it's starting to run out of time. Up to bat currently is Trey Buckenberg, the first baseman. He is 3 for 3 in the ball game. And again, a runner on first base, has a few RBIs to his name, and now will go down through a strikeout.
Helloyd comes in the game, 58 innings pitched. His record is 5-6. 39 walks on the season, now 94 strikeouts on the season, and an ERA of 2.41.
Strikeouts. so he can get after it, and this is what the Horned Frogs need him exactly to do, go get a couple of outs here in this inning. And again, Garretson, they did exactly what they needed to do in the bottom of the 7th, get some runs, add some insurance. That's exactly how they lead by 6 by adding 4 runs in this bottom of the 7th. And it's not over with yet. This one in for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Austin Van Hove, by the way, the DH, is currently up to bat. At one point we saw Garretson warming up a pitcher, if you may have forgotten about that, in this inning. I have a feeling that we're not going to have to worry about him anymore. I feel like Labrie will be coming back out. We'll see, though. Two-one the count. Van Ho digs in. This one up. 3-1 now the count. So Helloy bringing the speed, but has not been able to find the strike zone much in this opening stanza for him. 3-1. Kicks and fires, and this one popped up in the air. And it will be Chris who will call off everybody. And the shortstop will catch it for out number 3. And that will end the inning, but the Garretson Blue Jays jump all over the Corsica Horned Frogs and now lead it 7-1 as we head to the top of the 8th. That's on the way on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour are your 100% locally owned team of agronomy experts. We offer Agronomy 365, which provides info in real time to make decisions that result in better, more profitable farming. We know you and your operation with service beyond compare. Get a jump on spring planning with Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour. We are ag done right, the American way.
The top of the 8th inning is brought to you by Canova Service Center, fencing, lumberyard, hardware, oil changes, small engine repair, gas and diesel, convenience store, and more. Canova Service Center is a proud supporter of the Canova gang here at the State Amateur Tournament. As here we go for the top of the 8th inning, Corsica needs to find some type of offense. And the first one, Logan Baker sees, and it's going to be another error. Wow, we have seen a lot of errors today. And throwing over to first. It looked like this was going to be our routine out. Check out the instant replay. Takes even a hop right into the glove. Couldn't get any better of a hop, and just a bad throw over to first that brought the first baseman, Buckenberg, off the bag. And Corsica, once again, gets their leadoff batter aboard via an error. Both teams have committed 3 errors in the ballgame. So, now Ryan Buck, the DH, sees the first pitch, and this one, throw over to first, and there is going to be safe at second, as they were not able to get the runner at second, as Baker moved out of the way of the tag. And Bonte didn't want to waste too much trying to get him out, so goes to first instead. And again, we'll take the out at first. Well, there's one away.
That was actually Blake Mulkey who pitch hit for Ryan Buck.
Oh, thank you.
So DH will be dropped. as Moki will now be the leadoff batter here for Corsica Stickney.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So runner just on second base here. Has now Jake Helloyd, the former second baseman, now pitcher into bat. He also replaces Luke Bamberg. So kind of the two big bats, if you will, for Corsica have been taken out of the lineup. We'll see if Jake can't make something happen offensively again with a runner on second base here.
Jake comes in with a 305 batting average on the year for the Devil Rays, but as the pickup player here for Corsica Stickney.
The 1-1. This one lined right to second. The underhand toss as off the bag was Baker, and it's a double play. And a double play will also end the inning as we head to the bottom of the 8th. I think Garretson Blue Jays trying to add to their 6-run lead. That's on the way here on Live Ticket TV.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
C&B is proud to support our local farmers. Rooted in agriculture, we are committed to our customers. You can shop local with C&B, your John Deere dealer, providing you with new and used equipment, parts on hand, and service all year round. Our entire inventory is available to you online at DeereEquipment.com. C&B, proud to be your local John Deere dealer.
Live Ticket TV continues to grow and bring you more sports coverage than ever before. And now, Live Ticket TV is happy to announce their partnership into college athletics with Dakota Wesleyan University. That's right, Tiger Nation. Live Ticket TV and DWU have teamed up to bring you coverage of all home sporting activities for the Tigers. If you'd like to advertise during these sporting events, give Live Ticket TV a call. Dakota Wesleyan University Sports, now on Live Ticket TV. Back here at Cantwell Park, it's the bottom of the 8th as this inning is brought to you by B&S Service, specializing in automotive repair, including oil changes, tire rotations, and more. B&S Service also works on semi-repair. They are proud supporters of the Wessington Springs Owls, who will be coming up here at 5:30 to take on the Larchwood Diamonds. I do know we have the Diamonds lineup card already up here. Diamonds put up 18 runs in game number 1 of this state tournament for them, beating Burke. So we'll see if they can't Larchwood punch their ticket on, or if the Owls getting the win against another state line league opponent, being the Akron Rebels, 10-7 in the very first game here at Cadwell Park. That opened up Wednesday at 5:30. Beautiful day there. I know fans from both Weston Springs and Larchwood starting to get here, but again, they can't come in till later though, as they have to clear everything out after the conclusion of this one. First pitch is set for 5:30. I believe we will still get to that first pitch on time as of right now, barring anything crazy happening in the next couple of inning and a half, if you will. The 0-1, right up on this is Chris. Throw over to first, and it's not going to be in time, as this one is a hit for Scott as he is able to run it out. So Garretson Blue Jays quickly get the leadoff batter aboard, and now we're going to see a new batter in the lineup here.
That'll be number 7, Cole Cook.
So Cole Cook will get the chance to bat, or Koches will be up to bat. So Koch, here we go, steps in. Again, runner on first base, waiting for Koch at this point. There we go. Took long enough. Again, Jake Helloyd in for relief. Throws this one in. That one's low. 1-1 the count. Hell Lloyd up to 11 pitches in relief action. And Hell Lloyd entered this game after Bamberg pulled his hamstring again, or re-injured I should say. Then came in as the second baseman and now pitching. After replacing Moki, which never gave you his foul numbers, went through 6 1/3, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, 2 earned, walked 2, and struck out 1. The 1-1 pickoff attempt over at first is not time. The 1-1 kicks and fires, and that one is going to hit him off the elbow pad there. Luckily, he's wearing it, so Hal Lloyd hits the batter, and now 1-2 on the bags, if you will. As now stepping up to bat, Brady Bonte will come up. So again, for Garretson, they don't really need to do anything much here in this bottom of the 8th inning, leading it by 6.
Little insurance runs here and there never really hurt.
I think they feel confident with 6, though, with Corsica having scored since the 2nd inning, that one lone run that they have had. And now this one is going to be in play. And the out at first, as Aaron doesn't have to try too hard to get that one out at his home bag. So runners advance to 3rd and 2nd, but the out at first. And there is one away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So now the top of the lineup is up again. And Swadek, the left fielder, will dig into the batter's box. Swadek has an RBI to his name with a sac fly, but actually officially it's just 0 for 3 in the book. Still take the RBI, though, helping out the team. In fact, got that RBI back in the last inning in the bottom of the 7th there. The 0-1, this one swing and a miss as he went chasing after one. Hell, Lloyd blew it right on by. And Jake, the pickup player from Parkston. Neither Parkston team made it into the state tournament this year. Tough year for them. And this one takes a bounce. Chris looks around. Will throw to first, and then they will have no play at home. So a run scores. So Swadek does it again. His 2nd RBI, or at least should say getting the ground ball to advance one runner in the end. And it's now 8-1. Garretson leads it over Corsica.
It would have been a hard play to make with the throw at home anyway. So, I mean, Corsica would have been close. Could they have got him? Yes, but it would have been, like I said, a bang-bang play at home. Could have gone either way.
Shooting's now up, and you'll see the very first pitch, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. And all the way around, Cole will come to play at home plate, and it looks like he's going to be out. And he will be. Check out the instant replay as it's picked up nicely by Baker in center field, and a great throw in. And here it is. The tag applied just before the bottom of the foot touched home plate, and that one is out number 3, and it will end the inning. So go to the top of the 9th. Corsica down to their final 3 outs. That's on the way next here on Live Ticket TV.
B&S Services LLC is your locally owned repair service center. We specialize in full-service automotive, semi-trailer, and small engine repair, along with tire services. Repair services range from a simple oil change to sharpening mower blades to a more complicated electrical diagnosis. Located at 38058 South Coda Highway 34, look for us on the hill heading west out of town. Phone Cody Barber 605-350-4293 and Arian Schooler 605-770-9398. B&S Services LLC is a proud sponsor of Wessington Springs Spartans Athletic.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Aaron Gruenreg leading things off here to start the top of the ninth as Corsica trailing by 7 down to their final 3 outs as they try and make something happen. It'll be Gruenreg, Brady Christoffels, and Caleb Christ all due up here in this top of the ninth inning. They try to, again, find some type of offense. And the first shot is out into right field, taking the knee and catching it is Cole Koch, the new right fielder, for out number 1. Again, he got his opportunity to have an at-bat. Now playing out there in right field, so gets it done offensively and gets it done defensively.
It looks like we have a pinch hitter here for Corsica. That'll be number 44, the Legion player, Tyson Wetland.
So Tyson Wetland will get his chance to play, and this is what you like to see with the pickup players, the Legion players for teams when they are down big or winning big. Give everyone that chance and opportunity to play. So let's see what Wetland can do here. Again, first time we've called his name. He's going to smoke this one foul. And we'll get another opportunity here.
Wetland, a younger brother to Brendan Wetland, another older brother on the baseball team here.
So not even listed here in the program, but is on our lineup card, if you will. The 1-1, this one, it's back over to Koch as he gets underneath of it. And that one is out number 2. And Corsica is going to allow everyone a chance to play some baseball here.
That'll be number 10, Gavin Zomer. And I believe Zomer comes in with a 100 batting average.
As I mentioned, given that chance to play for everybody here as Corsica down to their final out. If you will, they're kind of conceding at this point as well. As Garretson will get their chance to play against Four Corners, 7:30 on Wednesdays when that game is scheduled for. Fans, don't forget, coming up at 5:30, it's our first games of the round of 16. Wessington Springs takes on Larchwood, and then after that, it's Dimmick Emery to take on Castlewood. Those 2 games yet coming up here this evening. The 1-1, and this one in for a called strike. And 1-2 the count. So now the 1-2, this one fouled off. Headed towards the cars here. So Zomer trying to stay alive. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. Labrie going the distance. And this one, swing and a miss. And Labrie will finish off the ball game with a strikeout. Labrie finishes with 10 strikeouts as he gives up just 3 hits and a run here in the ball game. As again, Aaron Labrie goes the distance. Reagan, any final comments?
It was a great ball game played here for Garretson. You know, they showed up to play, and they were putting the balls in the gaps. And Corsica, they were hitting the ball pretty good too, but it all ended up just being right to Garretson, and you're going to have games like that. But if you're Corsica sticking to you don't want to hang your head. You know, you made it this far. I mean, you came back to the state tournament after a little hiatus, but this gives you a little something, a little goal to work for until next year.
8-1 is your final as Garretson Blue Jays punch their ticket into the round of 16. And Corsica's season comes to an end. Again, fans, coming up next, it's Larchwood taking on Wessington Springs at 5:30. And then after that, Dimmick Emery takes on Castlewood, the final 2 games of the evening for the round of 16, the first 2 games. Until then, you've been listening and watching Live Ticket TV at the 92nd Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament. We'll be back at 5:30 for game number 3 of the afternoon into the evening session. That's on the way here on Live Ticket.